For many truck and SUV owners, the phrase Ford 10-speed transmission already brings mixed feelings. Drivers have reported harsh shifts, delayed engagement, unexpected downshifts, and clunks that feel more mechanical than electronic. After years of updates and revisions, many believe those problems were finally resolved. But as 2026 models began accumulating real-world miles, familiar complaints started to surface again. Reports of valve body failures are resurfacing, echoing issues seen earlier in the transmission's life cycle. Transmission specialists, dealership technicians, and fleet operators are increasingly seeing the same pattern. This isn't just internet chatter or isolated incidents. The problem appears mechanical, repeatable, and costly. So, how did we get here? Ford's 10-speed automatic was created to solve multiple challenges at once. More gears promised improved fuel economy, stronger towing performance, and better acceleration without sacrificing highway efficiency. On paper and in testing, it worked. But greater complexity leaves less margin for error. As transmission engineers note, when tolerances drift even slightly in a 10-speed, the entire system feels the impact. And that's where the trouble begins. The valve body serves as the hydraulic control center of an automatic transmission. It directs pressurized fluid to control clutches, timing, and gear changes. In a 10-speed transmission, this job becomes far more demanding, requiring precise solenoid operation, tight hydraulic tolerances, and constant software adaptation. When internal wear or leakage develops in the valve body, symptoms appear quickly and tend to worsen over time. Technicians across various regions have been reporting similar customer complaints, including harsh shifts, particularly between second and fourth gears when cold, delayed engagement when shifting from park into drive or reverse, sudden downshifts at highway speeds, shuddering under light throttle, transmission overheating warnings despite no visible leaks. Notably, many affected vehicles already have the latest software updates installed. That's significant because software can only compensate for mechanical wear up to a point. As transmission rebuilders explain, once hydraulic leakage exceeds what solenoids can correct, software adjustments stop working. Teardown inspections are revealing worn valve bores, pressure regulator issues, and solenoid packs working beyond intended limits. At that stage, replacement, not recalibration, is required. Ford has updated components over time, improved calibrations, and tightened manufacturing tolerances. However, experts say the system may simply be operating too close to its mechanical limits, with 10 gears relying on overlapping clutch packs. Small hydraulic inconsistencies can cascade through the transmission. Heat, towing loads, stop-and-go driving, and heavy usage accelerate where this isn't necessarily a single faulty part. It's a complex system with little tolerance for real-world stress. Reports appear most often in vehicles subjected to heavy or mixed-duty use, including full-size pickups, body-on-frame SUVs, fleet vehicles, and trucks used for towing or hauling. Lighter-duty vehicles aren't immune, but usage patterns clearly influence outcomes. When valve body failure is confirmed, repairs aren't cheap. Solutions often involve replacing the valve body, swapping solenoid packs, or even performing a full transmission teardown. In severe cases, complete transmission replacement is required. Even warranty repairs can mean weeks of downtime due to parts shortages. Out-of-warranty costs frequently reach into the thousands. Independent repair shops warn that ignoring early symptoms usually leads to more extensive damage. For Ford, the issue impacts brand perception. Trucks are expected to be durable, and when drivetrain components become weak points, customer confidence erodes quickly. Owners who believed earlier problems were resolved now feel a sense of déjà vu. At present, there is no broad recall. Instead, the company continues to handle cases through technical service bulletins and case-by-case warranty repairs. Legally, that approach makes sense, but many owners see it as history repeating itself. Transmission specialists generally agree that incremental fixes may not fully resolve the situation. Long-term improvements could require a redesigned valve body, more durable materials, simplified hydraulic circuits, or even reconsidering extremely high gear counts in heavy-duty applications. Some industry observers believe future strategies may shift towards simpler designs for work-focused vehicles. For owners today, the advice is straightforward. Monitor shift behavior closely, document symptoms early, and request mechanical inspections rather than relying solely on software updates. Catching problems early may prevent much larger repairs later. Importantly, not every 2026 Ford will experience these issues. Many will perform reliably for years. Still, the reappearance of valve body failures suggests the transmission's design may be pushing practical limits. The 10-speed automatic remains an impressive technological achievement, but one that may have traded durability margins for performance gains. Until the hydraulic core issues are definitively addressed, some uncertainty will remain, and for many owners, the hardest shift may simply be trusting that this time will be different.